And he put his face next to me, nose to nose, and he screamed.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the worst times that actors fought with their co-stars, whether verbally or physically.
And when you left Grey's Anatomy, there was so much conversation around your departure.
Number 10, Bill Murray and Lucy Liu, Charlie's Angels.
What happened exactly?
You want to know what happened?
Yeah, we want to know.
You want to spill the tea?
On screen, the Angels get along swimmingly with Bosley, which is a testament to the acting talents of Bill Murray and Lucy Liu. In reality, the two actors did not get along, and while specifics are hard to come by, it seems like things came to a nasty head during one particular rehearsal.
Was it all directed at her, or was it just a general?
There was a general,
Okay.
and then he zeroed in on her.
Murray was reportedly quite rude towards Liu, telling her that she couldn't act and using inexcusable and unacceptable language towards her. Liu claims that she stood up for herself, but once again, the specifics are not known. For his part, Murray claims that the reports of their conflict are exaggerated and that he eventually made up with Liu.
And he just came in a bad mood. And what you have to know is how much Lucy stood up for herself.
Number 9, Steven Seagal and John Leguizamo, executive decision.
He told his publicist, and his publicist told my publicist that he wants to punch me out.
But
he can't because he's going to be in jail soon, so I'll be fine.
By many accounts, Steven Seagal is a problematic figure. He's been the subject of multiple lawsuits and sexual harassment allegations, and many stuntmen claim that he's too physical in fight scenes. John Leguizamo was another target of his intense physicality while filming Executive Decision.
He taekwondo'd my ass against the brick wall. He went, he's 6'5" and caught me off guard, knocked all the air at me. I was like,
Right.
Why? Seagal arrived on set and immediately claimed, "I'm in command. What I say is law," prompting Leguizamo to laugh in disbelief. Seagal, in turn, elbowed his co-star and slammed him against a brick wall. In 2023, Leguizamo told a comic book that he still hates Seagal and used him as inspiration for his faded actor character in The Menu.
Name names.
Yeah, well,
He's
name names? Who in mind? I know who you're thinking of, so...
Yeah.
All right, it's Steven Seagal.
Number 8, Richard Pryor and Harvey Keitel, Blue Collar.
And that's exactly what the company wants. To keep you on the line. They'll do anything to keep you on their line.
These two legends appeared together in the oft-forgotten crime drama Blue Collar, which was the directorial debut of acclaimed screenwriter Paul Schrader. Despite being an excellent film, the shooting was fraught with difficulties. Schrader reportedly suffered a mental breakdown, and his co-stars vehemently hated each other.
Get out my house! I'll pay the goddamn money!
You bet you will, you pay it!
Pryor had a penchant for improvising, and Keitel didn't like it. During one improvised monologue, Keitel intentionally looked into the camera, thereby voiding Pryor's entire speech. In turn, Pryor physically attacked Keitel. The two of them refused to work together, and one would often leave the set while the other was performing.
You remind me of me when I was young. Little rough, little pushy. You talk too much, but you got guts.
Number 7, Tom Cruise and Rob Lowe, The Outsiders.
Geez, Soda, why's he always gotta be like that?
He's just got more worries than he used to.
In 1982, these two future stars were mere up-and-comers working on The Outsiders. When it was released in March of 1983, Cruz was 20 and Lowe was 19. Their young ages, combined with their intense ambitions, resulted in disaster. As Lowe told Entertainment Tonight, Cruz went ballistic when he found out they were going to be on-set roommates.
So we're going to divide you up. Rob, Tom, you guys are going to go stay with Bill and Sandy, whoever.
He also told the Daily Telegraph that Cruz is a competitive lunatic and that he attacked Lowe when Lowe accidentally hit him during a rehearsal. However, Lowe also admits that everyone on set was hardcore, feeling an intense desire to do well and launch a career. Well, mission accomplished.
So what happened was when we were doing The Outsiders, we're 18 and 19 years old. It's Francis Ford Coppola, the director.
Number 6, Brad Pitt, Shia LaBeouf, and Scott Eastwood, Fury.
Hey, what'd I tell you? If you do that, you'll make it through this thing.
Fury is a war movie packed with macho dudes. Director David Ayer pushed his actors to extremes in order to get believable performances out of them. This included spending a lot of time in and on a small tank, but putting a bunch of tough guys together with a hot tank was not a good idea.
No, you know, when you put a bunch of guys in extreme circumstances like that, and everyone's trying to make the best movie possible, you know, and there's a bunch of testosterone, there's gonna be, you know, some clashing of the heads.
As Pitt told British GQ, tensions flared one day when Scott Eastwood was chewing tobacco and spitting on the tank. Both Pitt and LaBeouf yelled at Eastwood and told him to knock it off, but Eastwood, in his own not-so-polite way, ignored the request. Things eventually got out of hand, and the fisticuffs flew between LaBeouf and Eastwood, prompting Pitt to interfere and break it up.
Now, I read something that Brad's told UKGQ that you almost got in a fight with Shia LaBeouf. What was up with that?
Number 5, Clayne Crawford and Damon Wayans, Lethal Weapon.
Who is this lunatic? Murtaugh's new partner. Teach him that?
In 2016, Fox began airing a Lethal Weapon reboot starring Clayne Crawford and Damon Wayans as Riggs and Murtaugh, respectively. Unfortunately, Crawford was reportedly quite hostile on set and drew a lot of negative attention towards himself. Crawford and Wayans in particular had quite a fraught relationship and did not get along, often getting into explosive arguments.
I mean, how does it feel to only be in the game because you're
One disagreement was caught on a microphone and leaked to the press, in which Crawford calls Wayin some not-so-nice names. It all culminated in Crawford's termination, and he was replaced by Sean William Scott for the show's 3rd and final season.
Great, because I'm new in town. Can I hang?
Number 4, Dustin Hoffman and Meryl Streep, Kramer vs. Kramer.
Last time you saw me, I was in pretty bad, really bad shape. Yeah, I was.
Kramer vs. Kramer has one of the greatest co-lead teams in the history of film. As of 2023, Dustin Hoffman and Meryl Streep had 28 Oscar nominations between them, indicating they're, shall we say, quite passionate about their work. Streep claims that Hoffman wasn't easy to work with, even yelling at her to stop carrying the flag for feminism after she made some changes to the script.
Okay, look, we're gonna sit here and bat this back and forth like it was for 8 years. It's like old times.
And in one particularly intense scene, Hoffman got way too into character and actually slapped Streep across the face. Hoffman later admitted to the Huffington Post that he was difficult on set, claiming that he was going through a real divorce at the time.
And I was getting my stuff together and walked out in the hallway, and he looked at me and he slapped me as hard as he could.
Number 3, Patrick Dempsey, Isaiah Washington, and T.R. Knight, Grey's Anatomy.
And there is no way I could do something so horrible to another human being then or now.
Turns out, the set of Grey's Anatomy is almost as dramatic as the show itself. During one particularly hard day, conflict erupted between Patrick Dempsey and Isaiah Washington when the latter made an offhand comment about Dempsey's poor acting.
I was a better guy. I'd walk away.
This led to a physical altercation of some kind, with some reporting a violent brawl, and Washington claiming that they only shoved each other. And it was during this heated moment that Washington uttered a homophobic slur against his co-star T.R. Knight, which resulted in his termination from the show.
But do you think the world is catching up and realizing that you're not the person that you were painted to be? Do you think?
Number 2, Bill Murray and Richard Dreyfuss. What about Bob?
You think he's gone? He's not gone. That's the whole point. He's never gone!
Is this some radical new therapy?
You see?
We have another Bill Murray story for you, and this one is far more heated. Murray was reportedly very difficult on the set of 1991's What About Bob, and various people who worked on the film have relayed some nasty stories about him. Murray broke the sunglasses belonging to producer Laura Ziskin, and at one point allegedly threw her into a lake.
I mean, my dad, he just dropped me in the water without warning me first. I mean, I nearly drowned. My whole life flashed before my eyes.
He also confronted Richard Dreyfuss, yelling directly into his face and even hurling an ashtray at him. Dreyfuss' son, Benjamin, has corroborated both the sunglasses and ashtray stories, tweeting, "Bill Murray had a meltdown."
He threw it at my face from closer than you are, and it weighed about 3/4 of a pound.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Jamie Foxx and LL Cool J, Any Given Sunday.
I ain't trying to disrespect nobody, but winning is the only thing I respect.
A brawl for the ages occurred on the set of Oliver Stone's Any Given Sunday. The story has been muddled through countless retellings, and different witnesses have told different stories regarding its origin. But what all agree on is that LL Cool J punched Jamie Foxx square in the face. Cinematographer Salvatore Totino has called it a massive punch, and Fox hilariously stated that LL knocked him into another movie.
And we get to arguing so much, and the next thing you know, he hauled off and hit me.
Fox got up and fought back, resulting in a huge brawl that needed to be forcibly broken up. Fox even considered pressing charges against LL, but eventually decided against it, and both have since made up. Aww.
I don't know what to say, really.
Do you know of any other co-star feuding stories? Let us know in the comments below.
Hello, I'm Bob. Would you knock me out, please?
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.